Hi, we're taking a break with
Nick.
Ray.
Adrian.
Jess.
of
Drag.
Drag. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah. So tell me, where are we at right now?
At me and Adrian's house.
Yeah. This is a beautiful night, and thank you for having me over. This is a really cool place, and honestly, kind of a full circle moment. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like start things off, like I know that like you guys been like playing like a lot of shows in the past and like going on tours and stuff, but like I kind of want to start right from the beginning, and from my friend Bobby, like, you know, who has told me like a little bit about you guys. You started off in a band called Tremolo. Is that kind of like how it began? Or? Tremolo.
Yeah. I mean, I was even in other bands before that, punk bands.
Yeah.
And then Tremolo was sort of an answer to trying to escape the backyard punk show scene.
Yeah.
And so it was like an excuse to play more experimental music.
Okay.
And then that kind of phased out and I started this band.
Okay. Were you guys familiar with Adrian's project at
Yeah.
the time? Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen Tremolo at like some backyard show, some pool party, way back in the day, and we kind of briefly met, and then just kind of saw him periodically throughout the years.
Okay. Yeah. And were you guys in any other projects like before Drag at all, or?
Yeah, I hopped around a bunch of different projects, and coincidentally enough, I think they were losing a guitarist, and then my band was fizzling out, and I got a cold call from him basically asking me like, so how are things going? And then after the conversation was over, it's like, so yeah, do you want to be in the band? And I'm like, okay. That's just kind of how it started, and that was what, like 2017, 2018?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
A while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I read about just the start of Drag, and it was something about like how, what is it, like you had like a home recording or something that you wanted to kind of actualize into like a full-on band, and then you met Jess through Craigslist. Is that how it is? Yeah. What was the Craigslist? Was it the ad that you put out, or like did Jess reach out to you? Or
No, there was an ad
Okay.
that I started, and she was the only person that replied to the ad.
Okay.
Yeah. It
But
was
at the
dead
time-
silence forever.
At the time, that's where everyone was looking for bandmates. I remember like musicians looking for musicians
Yeah.
on Craigslist was like not a unusual thing. It is when I look back on it, but I remember that was just how you would like play. At least what you would tell me about how people would find bandmates. But I mean through friends, but also just like the random encounters through Craigslist.
Yeah, I've definitely jammed with people through Craigslist like way back when. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. Not all of them were successful, but hey, like it changed you guys' life. So like, you know, it.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, this is a very unique situation because I've met other musicians on Craigslist and it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, and there's MySpace back then too,
Okay.
and Facebook and all that, but
Yeah.
But there was that one blog that people used to always. It was like a music connection blog. You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember the
Live
name.
Journal?
Something sort of like that. But yeah,
Blogspot?
I know a lot of
I
my
don't
friends
know.
were always like, I met this person through this one like thread, and you know, they showed up with like an amp on their lap, and next thing you know, we're playing together. You know, there was always
Whoa.
that story. Yeah, that was really common back then. It doesn't really happen like that anymore.
No, it feels different now.
I feel like people steal each other's bandmates now.
Yeah.
That's like a real big thing.
Yeah. Back then it was like a missed connection kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, like, cause it's when I was trying to do like the deep dive of Drag, like I found this one video from like 2013. It was called "My First Time" or something like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was like you guys were around like that long ago. Like, is that when it first started or what?
Yeah. I think Jess, I didn't go to college, but Jess was
I was at USC.
Sophomore at USC at the
A
time.
junior at
Or
USC?
yeah.
It was 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, so late 2013 is when we started the band. And, but honestly, I feel like the band officially started when Ray joined.
Okay.
Yeah. Nick has been there from almost the beginning, And so Nick has seen all the different like incarnations of the band that have existed,
Yeah.
all the headaches that we've, I experienced, and Jess, and I'm sure he did too. But having Ray come in the band later, and when he did,
Yeah.
played a big role as to why the band still exists today.
I see. Yeah. How do you feel about the evolution of the band overall?
It's a solid one. I mean, it was a party at first. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But then I think that took away from maybe the seriousness
Yeah.
of like, hey, these are like good songs. Or they could do something with it.
Yeah.
And then when I joined the band, I turned it all around. I made it serious and joking.
Yeah.
But it definitely has evolved, and it's been beautiful to see just the growth, not just in the songs, but in the personnel,
Yeah.
and just taking it serious and taking it to the next level. But yeah, it's been beautiful to see and witness and be a part of. Truly.
It's like the one constant in our lives now, because we've been through so many different scenes in LA over the years. We've
Yeah.
seen a lot of bands come and go, and the music environment changed so much, but we still have the same name of
Yeah.
the band. And I think reflecting on it right now, just talking about it, I feel like we're proud of still being able to progress every year that we're in the band, and still feel excited about what
Yeah.
we're doing, and still feeling the drive to make more in the future.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of going with it.
Yeah, you guys are in such a unique place because, like, even I was texting, our good friend Jonathan Higa about you guys, and he was talking about how like some of the early shows was like it was like Deep Fields, Wild Pack of Canaries, and like
Yeah.
Drag.
That was our
And,
second show ever.
Oh, really?
It was with D Fields.
Yeah.
So that's when I met Johnny Higa.
Okay. Yeah, and I feel like during that time too, like Young Lovers were like activated, and like
Yeah.
they were doing their thing, and Sonoda started and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's kind of like. And it's cool because like with you guys continue to like evolve and like now going on tours and everything. So it's kind of a trip to see like how far you guys are going with such a unique sound that you got.
Yeah, we only started touring 3 years ago.
Really.
All these years we've been a band, and the tours started way later.
Okay.
But since then we've done 7-8 tours. So. And we're about to do another tour. I don't know if I can talk about that tour yet. It hasn't been announced.
Oh, wait a couple days.
Well, wait, I don't know when this is airing. But that should be a fun tour.
Yeah. This recording will be like probably edited in like the next 2 weeks or something. So based on the timing of it, then like you could talk about it type shit.
Yeah.
But, like,
All right.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're going on tour Dive.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be.
That was just confirmed like a day or two ago.
So that should be. That
So
should be a
the
fun
flyer
experience.
has not been made, so we're not trying to, but
Yeah.
anyways.
I see. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, like, I know I could speak for myself and Adrian in the sense that like we've done tours in the past, and it's been a pain in the ass. It's been a struggle, and it's made and broken bands that we've been in. So now to be able to actually like do tours and have it not be such a destructive force, but actually like a way of growth. Like
Yeah.
it's actually like I see it totally different now.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was fun, but it was like, hey, we're gonna play to like 5 people, we're gonna be broke, we're gonna be hungover, we're gonna be angry, and and now it's like, hey, this is like amazing. Like it really is like such a transformative thing now.
Mm-hmm.
How I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It's we've persevered through some of these tours. You come out not wanting to go home and not see them anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're on the road with these friends of yours, or at this point we're family, and you see the darkest in people sometimes, or sometimes you're not in the right mindset, or sometimes the band goes through something together, like a van breaking down or something, being stranded somewhere, which has happened to us. And next thing you know, it's like, it isn't how do we get out of here and how do we go home, it's how do we make it to the next show.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how you know you've met the right people that you should be making music with.
Yeah.
So it feels really important. And yes, we do say serious, but like when we're around each other, it's not serious. But when we create the songs, it definitely gets serious. We get really critical with each other, and
Yeah.
you kind of have to, right? In order for it to be important, like you have to really pick it apart in order for it to be at its full potential.
Yeah, because speaking of songwriting too, like when I look back at like, just based off streaming service, but like based off of like the very first release that you guys have was a song called Sorry that was like released in 2018. It felt very clear to me that like you guys already know like what you wanted to do. Like I don't know if that song is like the best representation of that necessarily, but looking back at the catalog of kind of like, oh, so this is Draag, and then like eventually kind of like evolving after that, you know? Yeah. Have you guys listened to that song at all since
Been
then?
a long time since I listened to it.
Yeah.
We haven't played it in a while too, but we were just talking about bringing it back.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the song. It means a lot to me. I just have a hard time listening to our music once it's released.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird thing for me.
Well, they also work on it so much that I'm sure it's just like they're just so fatigued from listening to, you know, Sorry or whatever we just released. So it's just like, it's like, you know, once it's out in the world, it's like, or if we don't have to play it, it's like,
Yeah.
but I know I have like a handful of songs that I love to re-listen to. So
Yeah. I think like because even with some of the releases like like Darkfire Heresy is like such a cool album because like that was like one of my favorite releases of like 2023. It was like around there, right? Yeah. And now like it's coming to like 3 years like, you know, since that's been released, and it's cool because like now you got Miracle Drug out now, so get it. And then and reflecting on that it's really cool because that was like your debut album, right? Like, and it's like a full on record, you know? Yeah. Looking back at that album, do you feel very proud of it? Like, do you still play like a lot of those songs like in your current set list right now, or?
Yeah, I'm proud of that album. I'm very happy we got through that album. It was really difficult to make, but I think we made the record we were trying to make at the time. I don't listen to it, but but I remember experiencing that record and coming to terms with the fact that it was done.
Yeah.
Because we were working on that record for almost 2 years.
3 years, I think.
Very, very long time.
Pandemic, I think, when we started.
We started working on it during the pandemic, you're right. So, just the fact that we got it done felt like a real accomplishment for us. And we still play songs off that record for a reason. I think the songs still hold their weight for us.
Yeah, no, it really does stick out, especially the track. I think I mentioned to you before, like, but like Mitsu is like my favorite song by you guys, and
thanks.
like, and I mean, ever since like the first time listening to it, the progression and like the way you guys layer like the synth and everything is like, it's just so cool and like so different from like any other kind of dreamy songwriting that I've ever really listened to, you know. And from my understanding, that whole album is about your experience with like a religious cult that you were part of or something, or was it something that you grew up in, or what is that?
Yeah, I was pretty much born into it. It's like a non-denominational like Christian group, and since making that album, I feel like I talk about it very openly, whereas before I would try to like hide my experiences with it. But I feel a lot more like, I started therapy around the time we were making the album.
Okay.
So it was kind of like this direct outlet for me to understand like how bittersweet it was, because yes, there were some terrible things and that is going to affect me for the rest of my life, but there's also things that were really beautiful about it. So that's kind of what I put into the album, but we all kind of put in our own experience of whatever it is that we're going through at the time.
Yeah.
But definitely like the lyrics and kind of the emotions were just documenting like the progress of going through that in therapy. When I thought I had processed all of it,
Yeah.
and then I actually started working on it in therapy, and then just it was like an explosion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels more like a release right now that the song is out. It's kind of like, oh, I could finally discuss this or like and actually like express this and everything. Yeah. Did you just I don't know if this is like a too personal of a question, but like is it like how long were you like a part of that? Like were you like still part of the religion like when you were still in the band, or like was that like a
There was an overlap. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I left when I was, I think, 22, and I didn't even realize I had left. It was just subconsciously was done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like something that they force you to stay. It's mostly just like psychological, but it wasn't like they were like, I just wasn't allowed to leave. So I just did it on my own. But it also felt strange to be in a band and also be in the church at the same time. So I think when the overlap was there, it felt even more of a split life
Yeah.
than ever. But yeah.
We enticed her with the secular world.
Yeah, because the album cover of like Darkfire, is it in the church of like where that takes place, or like what is that
That's
exactly?
a good question. It is a Catholic church in Guatemala, actually.
Oh, okay.
We were working with a photographer, and he lives in Guatemala, and we've worked with him on a few like cover arts, and then we kind of collaborated on this around kind of like religious trauma, but also trying to emphasize like how like the beauty of it. So it was kind of his idea to let us know that there's like some amazing churches there.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be really cool to have like a church that I don't think people would recognize here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it became
Yeah.
whatever.
Especially when there's like the sunbeam on it, it's kind of like within the darkness that there's like some, like you said, there's something still beautiful about that too. Like, you know, so yeah.
They captured a moment for sure.
Yeah.
In that photo.
Yeah. I don't know, like, cause like the first time even before listening to music, first time looking at the cover, I for some reason, like I had this like image of like meditation or incantation in my mind. So yeah. So I thought the record's gonna be like, this shit's gonna be psychedelic as fuck, or like.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
A little bit. There's an element of that, but
Yeah, but very catchy and
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
and very fun overall, you know. Yeah. Well, I kind of want to get into the new record because it's out now, and it's been out for a week or so.
Yeah.
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 About that, yeah.
So let's,
Handful of days, yeah.
yeah. So let's get into this shit.
Sick.
Yeah.
So this is called a vinyl record, and it's what you use to play as frisbees. Like, yeah. There you go. Yeah. What's this cover, by the way? Is it like a
Explain it.
like a screenshot from like a show or something?
Actually, I
or?
have a question for you. What do you think it is?
It's so
This is not a quiz, by the way.
yeah, it's so bizarre, but I for a second, so the first time I saw it, I thought this was like a guest, like for like some like a talk show or something, and then like this guy just kind of stood up in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And it just kind of seems like that, but it's just so strange though, because like the guy looks like an outlaw or something.
Yeah.
So
I think I like how you explained that, because that's exactly the impression that we wanted to give
Okay.
the cover. I think we were really into the idea of people not knowing what this is and finding it very strange.
yeah.
But Adrian can explain what it actually is.
Yeah, when we were working on our Miracle Drug video, we were going through old tapes that my family has of when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I stumbled upon a cassette of my dad performing for this public access show.
Yeah.
And that was the performance. And we took a
Screenshot.
of the performance.
Yeah.
But we thought the contrast of the host and my father to be very intriguing. So
Kind of eerie.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a weird person. I met the person. I'm
Who, your dad? No.
the host. He's an interesting person. I was actually on that show when I was a kid as well. My band
Yeah.
was on it as well, and it was very bizarre. But yeah, that's the origin of the photo.
Yeah, public access TV in general is kind of eerie, right? I mean, like, there's
Yeah.
something very like
Yeah.
there's something very like I know they're trying to make it wholesome, but the way it's like kind of shot is like very awkward. In
Yeah.
a sense. Like
It's like a still shot, and they don't cut, so you just have these awkward poses sometimes. Of people
Yeah.
not knowing when to stop talking or when to stop dancing or singing or whatever. You know, you get this weird. And again, like the fact that they don't cut to a different angle of the guy not staring at him is like, it's just hilarious. You know, he kind of has to sit there while the camera's facing both of them and like just take it all in. And
Yeah.
it creates this awkwardness. There was another show we were trying to channel. Well, the context of the actual music video is I'm sorry, Raw Time,
Raw
right?
time, yeah.
If you're not familiar with Raw Time, it was a public access show of a girl who would play music videos and take callers, and a lot of the times the callers would harass her.
Yeah.
You know, so it was that, and then there was another show. Was it Oddville or
Vaudeville.
Yeah.
Oddville on MTV. Did you ever watch that show?
I don't know if I have.
It was a 90s show, late night MTV show of a talk show, and it was just, you'd have these crazy people with these like contortionists, or they had these crazy, like, you know, things they could do with their body or whatever, singers, and they would have a band play at the end. And again, very awkward, just sort of something that you would see if you woke up in the middle of the night, turn the TV on, that type of vibe.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so it was trying to channel a lot of that energy. I think we did a pretty good job of that, or Devontae did.
Yeah. Shout out to Devontae.
Yeah.
Devontae, who directed the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's exactly the fact that you kind of got it a little bit.
Yeah, there's the way it's seated too. Like, you know, from what I know, your dad, or you start off in like a mariachi band, right? Is that kind of the thing, or like?
Yeah. I started off singing mariachi.
And is your dad like a performer within that too?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
The reason I started was because of him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I discovered the Smiths, and it changed everything.
Okay.
It broke his heart. And I never looked back.
Where's the label? Your dad's label used to be.
Oh yeah, there used to be a record label station where Zebulon is currently.
Oh.
If you look at the sign
They still have
above,
the signage
the sign
up
is
there.
still up. My dad was
Really?
signed to that label. Altamirano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Zebulon used to be a record labal.
Yeah.
Building. Oh.
Yeah, like
That's a
that.
trip.
Like the record label headquarters was like there.
Yeah.
And now it's.
I used to visit when I was a kid.
So you remember where the studio is?
Yeah, I remember all
And
that.
He remembers the layout. And shit.
Yeah. I was like 10, just, looking
see.
at records that are, about to come out or whatever.
That's so wild.
It was a wild time. And
Yeah.
It's wild to see now.
Some deep LA history right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like how long ago was that? Like, I don't even know when Zebulon opened, but like.
Zebulon opened. When did Zebulon open? It was right before Zebulon
Okay.
I'm
opened.
not sure.
Is when they closed. So,
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was listening to songs on there, and one of them, NSPS,
Yeah.
like, right, and then like. The video that came out for it, I don't even know if it's like an official music video. It's more like a visualizer, right? Like
Yeah.
the felt like a
Somewhere in between.
like I was looking at like a PS2 edition of like GTA or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really, like,
Yeah.
but
The idea.
yeah, but it's like you guys is like love to Sylmar. Is that where you guys are from? Like the
That's where we rehearse. I'm from Sylmar. I'm the only one from Sylmar. But everyone's from the Valley. Jess is not from the Valley, but I feel like she inherited the Valley.
yeah.
Yeah.
She spends a lot of time in Sylmar.
Honorary member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the primary focus was Sylmar because that's I feel like
where
that's
we hang,
that's-
spend our majority of
That's
time.
the headquarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do in Sylmar? What like?
You don't do anything.
Okay.
That's
You
sort of the
eat, you
problem.
drink, you go to sleep,
Yeah.
or if you're in a band, you play music.
You play backyard shows.
Backyard shows and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Okay.
I live vicariously through their stories about what it was like being a teenager in Valley in what, the early 2000s, was it?
Yeah.
And there'd be, you know, they'll tell me about like the flyers they would give out at middle school, and then every single weekend, like playing these backyard shows, and then kids would be like overflowing in someone's house, and then
Yeah.
all the drive-bys and like the stabbings,
Getting
like
beat
those
up.
all true stories.
That sounds crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was wild.
But
I'd be
Adrian
scared.
was telling me, like there was nothing to do in Sylmar because
Yeah.
there's no like movie theaters or like community center kind of thing. So the kids would just have to find something to do. So I feel like that's what you were saying, right? Just, the kids just took it in their own
Yep.
hands.
Yeah. Either resulted in being in a band or being in a gang, I guess. Like, is
Exactly.
that
Sounds
Yeah,
like it.
or just working for, your dad, and lots of people in Sylmar own horses too. So it's like this common thing. You're just driving your car and someone's crossing the street on a horse. Yeah, it's just like stables everywhere. Like liquor stores
Yeah.
have stables.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
So
That's,
Sylmar.
they do. Yeah,
that's so bizarre, I guess. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
yeah. Lots of landscapers live there. Roofers live there. Lots of construction people that own land there. It's like if you want to buy an acre, you go to Sylmar. It's like that type of vibe.
Do any of you guys own a horse?
No. I mean, I'm sure you did at one point in your life, but
Actually, well, that yard that my parents, or the property my parents own in Sylmar, they used to rent out the yard
Yeah.
to other horse owners.
Oh, okay.
So they were never our horses. Actually, we did have one horse on mine. We had one, but there was like 7 other horses that roamed the yard, and it
Yeah.
was an interesting time.
Damn. Yeah.
Nick lived in the property for a little while too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did live there for a while. I think.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
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 More cool lore, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
There's a lot. There's a lot more that would take a whole other episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have stories.
yeah. Stories of Sylmar, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
many.
Slimar.
A lot of them are weird.
Slimar, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Miracle Drug music video, because that's my impression of it is like a call center, right? And then you're taking calls, and it turned into you coming in, you start screaming into the mic, and I know that Devontae directed that video, but
Yeah.
what was like the idea that you guys came with, like when you asked Devontae to shoot this?
I think we had the idea of doing something more interactive. Like, is there some way we can break the mold of like doing a release? And I think we all just love the idea of like public access. It's something that I feel like these 3 have a lot of knowledge about. Like they kind of grew up with it a little more than I did. But we just like the raw chaoticness of
Unfiltered, uncensored.
This is from the video, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the
Oh.
screenshot from the video.
Yeah. Okay.
And I feel like I had the initial idea of doing a raw time tribute because I hadn't really seen anyone do it.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the rest of like these 3 helped me like actually figure out how do you do it, because I feel like I wasn't really in the generation of like doing public access yourself.
Yeah.
And then we
This is brought to you,
watched
by the way.
watched a Blu-ray archive of like hours of this show
Yeah.
to like just get into like what are the characters that come on the show. And
Yeah.
So she was 16 when she did this show.
Okay.
And she had like so much class with like dealing with just like the
Professional.
crudest people ever.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes even worse than YouTube comments, the things that she was dealing with.
Oh, I see. That's wild.
But yeah, we put out a number for people to call like a few weeks before we started shooting,
Yeah.
so that we can start doing like the call section of like the public access, and then they did play a lot of music on raw time, so it just felt like natural to do like our song after doing like the calls.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's so bizarre. I like it. It's just I don't know.
It's a trip.
Yeah.
It literally is a trip.
Yeah, I feel like it's a common thing, right? With the videos that you guys have, like there's somewhat of like this like bizarre imagery, even with the visualizer and stuff. Like there's this one that I saw where it's like a Dora the Explorer like sitting like by the park. And then,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that was weird. And like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the highest compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we watch a lot of weird music videos that we talk about a lot. I mean, like the Aphex Twin ones.
Mhm.
We just always like rave about how it hits just the right amount of weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot has already been done with music videos, and you can have the performing in front of the camera and all that, which we've done, but you just got to make it interesting. I feel like if you're scrolling through YouTube and you see a Dora the Explorer,
Yeah.
at the park, you're like, what the hell is that?
An oversized Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. Jess and Adrian, and specifically Nick too, like they're really good at aesthetically knowing like what works.
yeah.
So when it's something weird, it just clicks, and they're tastemakers like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Even like looking at going back to Mitsuha too, like the whole one take video was like, it was more like, yeah, I don't know what to call it. Like it was very like enchanting in a way, like, like somewhat weird, but like, it's like it was more creative in that kind of sense, And I was looking through the credits and it said like one of the demon was like Johnny Higa. I started cracking
He
up.
was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I think I got to like push him to the floor.
Yeah.
It was a very hard video to execute.
It was so hard.
Yeah.
Super hard.
We had a skeleton team for what should have been like a whole production, I think.
Yeah.
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 And that last shot, I think, was the shot we actually used for the video, because the sun was setting at like the perfect time. Devontae's just like, everybody get back now. Luckily, I didn't have to be a part of it. I was behind the scenes helping.
Yeah.
Adrian is one of the demons, and he almost passed out. He had a mask on, and they all have to congregate at the end near a cliff.
Yeah.
And once that was over, he took the mask off, and he looked completely just like pale. And I was like, okay, guys, this is it. Like I had to stop him. We're not doing any more. Like
I think you saved my life, dude.
I was like, this guy is gonna die if we do any more takes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a fun one. Another Devontae video,
Yeah.
He seems to be like the fifth or sixth Beatle, or
Yeah.
The sixth member of the band.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you guys do keep the visual element to be like a very important part of like your thing, like, because so I feel like every band should have like, not like required, but like, I think music videos encourages people to check out the music even more, like even like them more,
Yeah.
It's a lost art form for sure. I mean, gone are the days of, thousands of dollars being spent on frivolous things, and so now it's like, it's almost like a purified art form in a sense, because the people that want to do it, and it's not for the faint of heart, and it's like no one's, really backing it up by like financially.
No, absolutely.
Because it's not an investment,
Yeah. MTV's dead, like all of that.
Long live rage.
Yeah. Watching a music video now, it's like you actively have to go searching for the video. It's not like something that just comes on TV unless you get lucky enough that someone wants to promote it for you. And
Yeah.
but it's a lot of work. We just have that drive to make the visual match the music. We want to match that freak.
Match that freak.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, and you guys are doing it. And I forgot to ask,
Thanks.
but this is a self-produced album, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of them are actually self-produced. I mean, a lot of credit goes to Ray and Adrian and Jess, just like really just molding that form into what goes onto the record.
Yeah.
Truly.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, they spend hours.
Do you guys need a moment? Or
Yeah, we're gonna hug and kiss real quick.
Yeah, we don't thank each other enough.
Break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this moment was like good for catching up. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're like I guess what people don't see is just the hours and hours of going over the same second on a song for months sometimes. I think we work on songs a lot. And that's just how it's working out for us. I know that if we went into like a studio, it would be hard for us to transition to like, you know, a time frame, because we do kind of fall victim to like endless working. But we're trying to, I think we are doing better about just like, you know, capturing what's going on and then move on to the next thing before like, you know, the spark is gone.
It seems like even with the releases, like you guys been like very, very like consistent, and the fact that it's like self-produced is like, it's just so cool, you know, because usually people go to like a studio to like, you know, pay somebody to like, you know, produce and stuff like that, but like but I don't know, I think it's a very, I know nowadays self-producing is like more common now, but also at the same time it is a bold thing to do too, especially like with a full-on band, like, you know. So
it's tricky. I mean, early days we did try to work with other people, and I think that experience was so daunting, you know, paying X amount of money for something that falls short is like one of the worst experiences ever. It's terrible. So I think we took it upon ourselves after having gone through that to not go back and do it ourselves until we find the right person. I'm still open to working with a producer or an engineer, but I think for now this is working for us.
I think it's working perfectly.
Thank you.
Well, since you guys are such self-produced artists, like I decided to get you guys a gift.
Whoa.
It's not this vinyl.
It's like our own record.
So I tend to give gifts on these like interviews, and like it's usually something that I base it off of, like when I listen to, I'm kind of like, oh, maybe these guys could kind of get inspired by this or something, you know. It's not, I'm not trying to be Nardwar or anything. I'm a very giving person, okay? So but this is a really cool record. It came out last year. This is the new Nourish by Time record.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
That's
awesome.
We're gonna have to Rochambeau for it, guys.
I love this. I love this record.
I think we were playing this on tour.
Yeah, we were. Quite a bit.
This is great.
He's very interesting. Like it's a very interesting mix of like R&B with like a little post-punk here and there, but it's kind of like New Jack Swing a little too. It's very interesting. Like, I don't know, but also catchy and dancey and like.
I get a lot of like. I'm not even gonna lie. I get a lot of like Phil Collins, like sometimes out of the music that he makes, but it's so good. But it's like just a mold of so much, you know.
And it's also just so incredibly individual.
Which
I love, and I aspire to be that way. So it's super cool. I appreciate the gift.
Of course.
We appreciate the gift.
Of course. I just kind of felt like it was very fitting, because like I feel like his music is like sort of like has that odd gothic imagery too, kind of like how you guys represent as well. Like
It's like you can't put it in a box.
No.
We definitely try to go for that too.
And it's very unusual.
Oh, it's extremely unusual. The first time listening to it, I wasn't really too sure like if I liked it or not. Like it was kind of like I wasn't really sure of his singing. I wasn't really too sure of like, you know, how everything was like one thing.
Yeah.
But then after one listen, I was like, I'm really liking this. Like this is it's so fun. Like
it's super fun.
It's like unapologetic. It's really good.
I know. So
Thank you.
You guys can make fun records like that.
We'll fight over this one for sure.
We're gonna have to cut it in quarters.
just split the record in like 5 pieces or something. I had this question about what is it called? There was like an interview that I listened to that you guys did in the past. Again, based on research, but it was from KEXP, I think, and. So then, and like one of the thing that I remember the radio host like brought up was like how, as a band, you felt like you guys weren't getting like much of the attention because of how the band is like mostly minority, you know, and do you still feel the same way, like today?
I think might have been Audio Tree we talked
No,
about.
that was definitely
Was it?
KX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I don't know. It's
It's something that
I was going through I was having a moment at the time that I was being interviewed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we were being very transparent that day.
yeah, and I remember after that interview, I told myself I would never be I will never be that transparent ever again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's hard to not feel that way sometimes because what you typically see, on
Yeah.
your phone screen is not the person that it's not a person that looks like you or in some ways relatable to my experience or our
Right.
experience. So yeah, I think I still feel that way at times, but I also have to remember that everyone has their journey, and I wouldn't change anything that we've experienced or gone through or what we've learned from that journey. I think is more important than I don't know, than just being given an opportunity because
Yeah.
we look a certain way.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was gonna say like, I get I do understand the point about the journey part, but then like when I first heard that, I was like, I agree with him. Because it's something that actually like to bring up Bobby too. Bobby and I, we discussed that a lot too, where it comes sometimes like I feel like opportunity does come depending on the looks and stuff like that too. So like
I think it plays a role for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something that we experienced not too long ago, but I don't want to bring up names because it's going to be too tricky of a thing to navigate if we do talk about it. But
Please do.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen to us.
Yeah.
Pretty obviously,
okay.
and I wish I can talk about it more deeply.
We can put it in like the more vague conceptual way, but is it something kind of along the line of like, oh, there's like this we want to book you guys, but then there's this other band that came through, and it's kind of like that.
I guess I think the only thing I can say is this is like maybe like 3-4 years ago when we experienced this.
Yeah.
We were told, we need to see more from you if you're gonna join our roster.
Oh, I
and
see.
then
Like,
and then and then you later see this other band who just got started, and they get on the roster right away. I don't want to reveal what this roster is, or maybe the roster is more of a metaphor for what I'm really trying to
No, I understand.
convey here. But
I understand, yeah.
but we've seen it happen firsthand, and so it's cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be lying if we never had the why them, not us, feeling. Of course, that's going to happen. We're human, and what we think what we make is worth people listening to at a certain caliber and whatever. But
Yeah.
we felt underappreciated at times, and seeing other people with the success that they have with the kind of music they make, and it's all subjective at the end of the day. So it's like, then you have to think about, why does that matter,
Yeah.
And you have to stop comparing yourself to what's out there, and in a gross way to talk about it, like what the market wants, right?
Yeah.
There's like this really gross mentality when it comes to that side of the music business, where you create something and you put so much love into it, and then it just becomes a product. And
Yeah.
that gets talked about a lot with bands, but you don't ever really feel it until it happens to you. And then it happens to you and you're like, okay, I guess this is real. This is exactly what people say it is. And then you have to kind of just mentally work your way out of that funk. But I think that we're all, and I say that, this is the ongoing joke with us, and I say it every now and then, we are the cursed band.
Yeah.
Because we have gone through so much and have slowly started to find some sort of, whatever you want to call it, success or not, but we're very callous to things, and I think we're really hard on ourselves at the same time. So we sort of reserve our feelings when it comes to certain things, unless it's just us in the same room with each other, because as much as it is like a cool thing to find success, there's also that embarrassment that comes with it too.
Yeah.
So there's just like, we're just a mixed bag of fucked up at the end of the day, and we try our best to stay composed. I don't know. I know that was a lot, but
that's real.
Yeah, we've been through a lot as a band that it's not been a smooth ride for us. And of course, we're going to compare ourselves to another band that, let's say, we put in, like the things we've gone through, we put in this amount of work for, now it's like feels like 10 years basically.
Yeah.
Be in the same place, what it looks like, as another band that's on their second year or something.
Yeah.
And but I think what I always try to remind each other of is I would still want to be in this band than whatever other band we're thinking about, and it's always going to be unfair, and it's gonna get to you sometimes, and I know that's gonna happen again, like I'm gonna feel some type of way about something, but I feel good that we all really believe in what we're doing, and I think that's really special, is that yes, we can complain about things and we should talk about things that are unfair, but then I'm just like, well, the band I want to be in is still this one.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a mixed feeling of like, what the fuck, but also it is what it is, right? It's almost kind of like the reality of it is like, you can't really change it, but like you just gotta like keep working as what you guys are doing.
Overcome it.
Yeah, overcome it and believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on a positive note, I think I'm flipping the coin now, like, but on a positive note, I gotta say I think you guys are like really well respected in terms of like, in the landscape of like, the genre that I see you guys in,
Yeah.
because I feel like, one of the bands of that example is like They're Gutting a Body of Water, who I feel like you guys have had a pretty long relationship with, and they're I would say like in terms of like I feel like I see it more in like the 2020s now as like an era, but like there's this like range of like these different kind of shoegaze or shoegaze adjacent bands where they take like these like really distorted images and like especially they do kind of a lot of that, and I don't know, like with them it's like very multi-genre, and it's kind of like exciting, and it's different, it's DIY, and I feel the same with you guys, and I feel like I don't know, like you guys you're also in that similar realm as well, and I think it's really cool to see, and even to see that like other bands like Shower Curtains to like Wednesday, like they give you guys like a lot of love too, so like I think it's really nice that like they see you guys like effort and what you guys are putting out, and then being like, oh, it's fucking sick, so like
100%.
Yeah, we
owe a lot to those bands.
What's your relationship with They Are Gutting a Body of Water like? Because you guys been on tour with them a few times, right?
Yeah, they're it's weird, they feel like family to us, but they live in the East Coast, so we don't see them that often.
Yeah.
But whenever we do it we just kind of go back to where we left off.
Yeah.
It's a very tight-knit relationship with those people. They're really great.
They're all really good people, which is I think surprising but yet refreshing, especially with such like with the hype behind them, like not a bad sell in any of their bodies. Really good people.
And we're real fans of their music too, on top of that. But we forget that we love their band when we're hanging out with them, because for us it's just like,
it's a hangout.
It's a hangout. They're friends and first.
Yeah. I wanted to go to that Lodge Room show that they played. Because you guys opened for that one.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Oh man, that was sick.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was great. They played on the ground. So
and like a little raised stage in the middle of
the middle of the lodge room.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take out 30 people so we can sit right. And then,
It felt really backwards, but it felt really good. It's like we were on the stage watching them on the floor. It was like, it was surreal.
It was a unique experience. I feel like that band is always finding ways to keep you interested in them.
Yeah.
And what they were doing on that tour felt like it was going to fall apart at any given moment, but it didn't. And it made it that much more fun, and I think, I don't know, just a more valuable experience for us as an observer.
Yeah.
It was great.
I saw them for the first time at the Constellation Room. They were touring with Teeth, you know, the Teeth
Yeah.
with the E at the end. And I remember like they started playing. I remember walking into the venue. I only see drummer on the stage. I'm like, "Whoa, is there? Are they just playing audio or something?"
Yeah.
But then everybody else was like on the floor.
Yeah.
But it was covered with crowds, so I couldn't see anybody. So I
Yeah.
thought they were playing like audio at first, like, you know.
Yeah.
They're that type of band where like even if they are playing on the stage, they're all facing each other. And to me, it's like we don't want to feel like the focal point. We just want you to listen to the music.
Yeah.
And that's how they just are as people. It's just like very, I don't know how to say it, humble, and there's a lot of humility there. Same thing with Wednesday. When you talk to them, like they don't have this like stuck up, weird, disconnected feeling. They're all just like, hey, we just make music and we just know what we like, and you know, it becomes like a kinship with a lot of these bands. That we've gotten really lucky to be able to be connected with good people like that. You know, it doesn't jade you. It makes you want to continue, which is great.
Yeah, I'd say Wednesdays, that's a pretty big one. Or at least like I feel like looking at it like last year, like, you know, that Bleeds record was like such a big deal, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
A
yeah.
lot of number ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you guys connected just through like just mutual love for your music, or was it through a label, or like how did you guys like get to know each other?
We met Wednesday through Sean from Crowdgeyser.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Sean introduced us to them.
Yeah, we played with Cargeyser and Wednesday at the Echo, and it was Wednesday's first time playing in LA.
Oh, no
Yeah.
way. Okay.
And so,
Then we played with them again.
yeah, in Atlanta, we did a tour, and then one of our dates on that tour was with Wednesday. We just kind of stayed in touch after that show, and
Yeah.
we never looked back. Yeah,
And they took a chance on us too.
they did.
Taking us on tour with them. You know, they probably lost money because of us on that. Let's say that.
Yeah, they really were like ride or dies at the time when, yeah, we're forever grateful for
Threw
them.
us a big ass bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, see, so I don't know, I feel like you guys are like, you know, not on like these opportunities, but like I just feel like overall just like very well respected, and like, you know, you guys get a lot of shit done. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Despite of all this like people like not fucking with us, whatever. Like it's like it's,
And again, that was like 2-3 years ago, and a lot was going on. I feel like there's a lot more clarity and more direction for us right now mentally.
Yeah.
We were all in just a really dark place back then. Yeah, just going through a lot, and right now we're just more, you know, I think we're pumping things out a lot more, and just we have a groove, and we're just trying to stick
Yeah.
with it.
yeah. Yeah. So what's the future plan now in terms of like what's going on with Drag? Just because I know you guys mentioned the upcoming Dive tour, which
Yeah.
will be announced very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
Actually, oh, is it
It's
not?
gonna be.
I don't like
think
name
it's-
dropping.
Or
No name
upcoming conceptual tour.
Yeah.
We got a tour coming out. We did our last Miracle Drug release off at Smoking Room.
Mm-hmm.
We got a release show over at Sid the Cat in March,
Oh, nice.
and we have another LP in the chamber ready to fire. So
Yeah.
Nice.
that's it.
The next full length's almost pretty much done.
Yeah.
Oh, already? Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'm like, wait, we already have a full body of work, because you know I was saying I feel like we are very laborious, you know, the way we work, but we're like, wait, it's
Yeah.
almost ready.
Well, it actually, I can further explain why that EP exists, and it has a lot to do with the LP that we just completed.
Okay.
This EP represents the last 2 years of the band, and what I mean by that is we've been working on a lot of music over the last 2 years, and initially this was just supposed to be a 7-inch release.
Yeah.
Miracle Drug, NSPS, and that's it. But Smoking Room convinced us to put out a 12-inch.
Yeah.
So we went through the archives, found 4 songs that we can use to
Yeah.
accompany the other 2 songs, and that's why this exists the
I
way
see.
it does. So
Yeah.
in some ways it's kind of a precursor to the LP, but the LP is definitely something that I feel is a much more refined body of work that we're really
It's definitely
excited
that
about.
evolution
Yeah.
Okay.
of the drag sound.
Yeah, there's like people on Reddit that are confused as to why the 4 songs are called bonus tracks, and
I was about to ask that. Yeah.
yeah, it's we didn't think there was gonna be 4 songs, so we thought it was gonna be 2, and we're like, oh crap, we're on tour. Time to go through the Google Drive and find some songs that we think will probably make it work, and then we got back from tour, refined those songs, and yeah, we threw them on, and it's got, you know, I think we're happy with it, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
It's a nice package deal, but I think that for us, it's really just Miracle Drug and his PS, like the focal point
Yeah.
of that.
So the release show is on the March is for this,
Yes.
but the LP itself is gonna be out
Yet to be released.
yet to be.
It's pretty much ready to go. But
There's no name. There's no.
We don't even have a name for
Artwork.
it yet, no artwork, but
LP2.
it's just LP2 at the moment.
Okay.
We'll see.
There's like 10 songs,
11.
11 songs.
But we recorded like 30 songs for it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help you name it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, just send
We'll DM.
just send me a track and then like I'll think of a name.
You got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay. Pretty
Yeah.
down for that.
Yeah, just just for like an inspiration or something.
Okay.
Just always ask.
Welcome.
Yeah. I have a few more. I just have a couple more, and then like we'll wrap it up. But again, thank you for doing this. It's been
Absolutely.
It's been a lot of fun. I'm not having a terrible time.
Neither are we.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. This actually like when they came to Sway 2025. I was like asking them this question, and maybe like you guys could answer it again. But I love asking this, but I like to know, because you guys are so tapped in with like so much music, and you guys have so much ideas and stuff like that. If you could recommend me any band that I should listen to of any genre, new or old, what would you recommend me?
You're
We're all
gonna pull.
looking at
You're gonna
Nick.
pull some obscure.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow your brain.
The Beatles.
Hell no.
Hey, take it
No,
easy.
yeah. I mean, one of my favorite albums of 2025 was this band Ramla, and for me, they're very much like noise art rock. I'm trying to remember the name of their album, but like not Hypertension, but anyways, it's arty. It's the right amount of rock. It's simple. It hits to my core. I absolutely love it, and that's I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it short and sweet.
Okay.
Ramla.
Ramla. I mean, for me, honestly, it's just growing up listening to a lot of post-punk. So, And You Will Know Us by the Trail of Dead is one of my favorite, bands of all time.
Nice.
Source Tags and Codes is like the record. Madonna, honestly, before that changed my life. I would say listen to a lot of that. Whatever era floats your boat, but like for me, it was always like first 3 or 4 records just really like hit home for me.
Okay.
You hear a lot of that in my guitar playing. I'll say that. And like that's probably my biggest inspiration, to the point where like I've never heard guitars sound very orchestral, and I try to do that a lot with my music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Actually, so the suggestion that you made for the video, Hello Astronaut, Goodbye Television,
Yeah.
there was a lot of responses on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and,
so cool.
And they even commented too. So.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that band.
Yeah.
I
So.
have the CD. I got their CD when
They played that show at
Yeah,
Smell?
they reunited for one show, and I used to own the CD when I was in like high
I
school.
think we talked about them before you even knew that there was going to be a reunion show.
Yeah, that was before.
I was a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any like new recommendations, please do.
Make it quick.
You go next. I'll think of it
We
right
listen
now.
to so much music and I can't even narrow it down. What comes to mind that I always come back to is the Special Herbs like compilation.
Oh,
Oh, MF Doom. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And there's so many volumes, and you could just pick any of them, and just if you need to work on something for hours.
Yeah.
I feel like that influences some of like the intermissions we play during our live sets. But yeah, just very, just something I keep coming back to.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking newer bands, like a forward-thinking band, I would say Water From Your Eyes. That new record is amazing. Yeah, that's something where, like, you don't hear a lot of that happening right now, and it's definitely, like, sticking out. I got to see it live, and it was amazing.
Yeah, they're playing at Zebulon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I saw them at the Lodge Room, or I think the first circuit that they just did, and yeah, it's always interesting to see how they're going to play it out live, and it just came out so well.
Yeah, definitely gotta go see them. They're opening for Haley Williams for
Yeah,
the upcoming tour.
which is cool, honestly. Like, that's a cool, like, mix.
I like
Yeah.
that pairing.
Yeah. So, did you think of any?
Oh,
The Smiths.
the Smiths.
For some reason, I was thinking that.
Thank you. Nick. I'm just gonna say
No,
this.
just Morrissey solo stuff.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, louder than bombs. the
Drag, bro, that
Smiths.
shit's good.
Yeah,
Louder Than Bombs, the Smiths?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Fantastic record.
No, fantastic.
Yeah.
Great stuff. I'm gonna go with one last question,
Sure.
and I was thinking about this because like you guys been in the DIY scene for like so long, and a lot of the bands that I cover are like of course, came from like the DIY scene, and of course like you guys play bigger shows, but still like you guys have opportunities to play like something much more smaller, like even these days, right? And since you guys been around for so long, I wanted to ask you like, is there anything that you personally want to see any changes in the modern music scene? Like, are there certain things that you think should be more implemented, or are there certain things where you're like, this needs to get the fuck out?
I already know what you're gonna say.
Say it for me, baby.
We're big proponents of having every show be an all-age show, because it's just, I don't know, why handicap it that way? And then a lot of our audience, we've had kids come to try to sneak into our shows that couldn't get in. We've tried to have the agency let them in, or the security guard or promoter, and it's just it becomes a liability. So having all ages shows is like a big thing for us. And then also like venues or conglomerates owning venues is a huge thing that needs to go away. Having pay to play needs to go away. There's just like a lot of that's just like doesn't help right now, especially with how bad artists need to make money. To me, that's like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
100%. That was exactly what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys like to add anything to that, then.
Well,
please
I mean,
do.
I always say, even though I think we're in pretty inclusive circles, but like, like down with transphobia, down with homophobia, fuck ICE, and a free Palestine all the way. So, I stand by that.
Yeah. And today's the shutdown. Just to say another thing. I mean, like we're doing it on the day of like the importance, and so I'm glad that you guys didn't go to work and you guys decided to stay in and do this interview.
I totally worked. I'm a fuckhead. So
No, do what you gotta do, but
I'm no bootlicker though. I'll tell you that. I'll lick my own boots. Thank you very much.
yeah, no, absolutely. But once again, like I really appreciate you guys doing this, and we're just gonna go ahead and wrap it up and say don't forget to listen to Draag. They're fantastic. New record out right now. Buy it, sell it out.
Please.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out TakeBreakKazu. It's on Instagram as well as YouTube and TikTok, and they're fantastic. So go check them out. They'll play some shows. See you later.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Thank you.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
so much.
Thanks for hanging.
Appreciate you.
Later.